My name is Lori Koenig and I'm a 4-H educator in Monroe County. Today we're going to talk about the general process of replacing a bicycle tire. This can be useful if you want to replace your tires or if you need to fix a flat along the trail. Before we get started, let's review the parts of a bicycle wheel and the tools you'll need to change a tire. A bicycle wheel is typically made up of 3 main parts. You have the tire, which is this firm rubber outer casing. Tires can typically not hold air by themselves. That's where the inner tube comes in. That's inside the tire. Then you have the bicycle wheel, which is made up of the spokes, the rim, and the hub. There are different types of tires and tubes that vary in size. It's a good idea to know what types of tires and tubes you have in case you need to replace them. Tools you'll need to change a tire. You'll need tire levers, at least 1, 2 are recommended, and an air pump. It's a good idea to always carry these tools along with a spare tube and repair kit when going for a bike ride, just in case you need to fix a flat on the trail. Today, Don will be demonstrating the process of changing a bicycle tire for us. What a coincidence! He had to change his tires anyway, right in time for this video. This video will focus on how to change the rear wheel, but you may see footage of work on both wheels. So, to change a bicycle tire, the first step is to remove the wheel from the frame. To remove the wheel, first you need to detach the brakes. Don has rim brakes that are cantilever style. To release these brakes, you will pull the cable from the sidearm, which lets you release the tension on the brakes, which allows you to remove the wheel. Next, shift your gears to the highest gear. This is the smallest cog on your cassette. This helps to make removing the chain from the cassette easier. Before removing the wheel, it can help to get the bike in an easier position to work with. It can help to use a bike stand or to flip the bike upside down as Don is demonstrating here. Once your bike is in a comfortable working position, then you want to unlock or unclasp the quick release lever on the axle. Don has locking quick releases, so here you see him unlocking the wheel instead of pulling on a lever. Then, to remove the chain, lift up the derailleur to disengage the chain from the cassette. Once the chain has been released, you can remove your rear wheel. The second step is to remove the tire and tube from the wheel. You want your tube to be deflated to make it easier to remove from the wheel. To remove your tire from the wheel, use the scoop end of the tire lever to grab the edge of the tire. You can use the hook end to attach the lever to the spoke to hold it in place. Then, insert the other lever a few inches away, and then you want to slowly unzip one edge of your tire. Separate the bead from the rim. The edges of the tire are called beads. A tire has 2 beads, 1 on each edge, and you want to work on one at a time. If you are changing a flat, the tire does not actually have to be removed all the way to remove the tube. However, in this example, Don is taking the tire off fully to replace the tires. You can inspect them for damage. In the case of a flat tire, you would want to inspect them to find the cause of a flat. You'd be looking for tears, rips, holes, etc. You should inspect slowly and carefully using your eyes and hands. Be careful because the cause of the flat could be sharp. Once your tire and tube are in good working condition, you now need to put them back on the wheel. To put them back on the wheel, first partially inflate your tube. You want to give it some shape to make it easier to work with. Next, insert the tube air valve through the valve stem hole in the rim. Then you want to put the tube and tire back on in reverse of the way you took them off. Tuck the tube under the tire. To attach the tire to the rim, start at the valve stem. This area can be tighter and more tricky, so it's a good idea to do it first. Use your thumbs to push the edge of the tire back into the rim. Work your hands around the rim. You can finish this by only using your hands. However, if it gets too tight to finish, you can finish up the last step using a tire lever. You want to inspect the wheel to make sure you did not pinch the tube anywhere between the tire and the rim. You want to make sure you do not see the tube sticking out anywhere along the wheel. Once the wheel is inspected and looks good, you are ready to inflate the tire up to riding pressure. With the tire inflated, you're now ready to reattach the wheel. To reattach the wheel, put the chain on the smallest cog and place the wheel back into the dropouts and tighten as needed. Here, Don is locking his quick releases. You want to make sure to test for secure attachment of the wheel. You can do this with a simple spin test. Then you flip your bike right side up, and the last step is to reattach your brakes. Now you're ready to ride! Changing a tire or flat may seem tricky and intimidating at first. My advice to you is to practice, practice, practice. That way, if it happens out on the trail, you'll be able to fix it without breaking a sweat. Thanks for watching! Happy riding, and be safe out there!